The whole skills challenge for us is really, really key. And in our industry, we need to make sure we're hiring the best people with the right attitude and the right capability to do what it takes for our industry in the future. And in order to do that, tackle that challenge for the future, we need to invest today and make some changes today that make sure our workforce are ready for what we need in the future. I think there's a bunch of changes we need to make for the future. We need to make sure that people who are thinking about STEM, IT, technology, realise it's not just an industry full of geeks. There's actually a bunch of stuff in that space that's really, really appetising for people in their careers. And there's a raft of careers that people can get in the IT world that don't just involve technology, don't just involve code. They involve a raft of opportunities. And I think that's an important thing we need to do. We need to win the hearts and minds of people, not in their 20s, not in their 10s, in a really, really young age, to make sure that when they're thinking about careers in the future, they're thinking about IT and they're thinking about technology. The importance for a company like Microsoft is to work with our supply chain, work with our partners, our vendors, our colleagues in the wider industry, so they have that appetite to get people on board with the right skills too. So our job is to make sure that when we're working at hiring people and we're looking at the skills and the aptitude and the capability that young people need to work in our company at Microsoft, our suppliers are thinking of the same. And we're sharing the same skills, we're sharing the same programs, and we're sharing the same ideas to help them make a difference in the future too. I think with respect to policy, we need to look at the basics, go back to basics. We often think about stereotypical education or stereotypical training, and I think we need to be disruptive in the future, to think about what the 21st century needs and maybe not think about what we've done historically. So I think, the one thing I'd leave around this is let's think about being disruptive around what we need to do to make sure our workforce of the future is ready today. The one message has got to be, let's have a white piece of paper, a clean piece of paper approach to what we need for the future. Okay? We can learn from the past, but let's not try and recreate the past. Let's think of what we need for the future, and let's really take a clean sheet approach to what we need for the 21st century. Yeah, I think with some great ideas today and some great conversation with the folks and the colleagues and people we met in the room today, and some really wonderful ideas. Meeting industry with academia, merging those together and coming up with the best of the best in that space, that's what the future needs. Let's not build from the past, let's build something fresh for the future.